And welcome to Diego TV and day 14 of GreyWolf's walk across America. What's up, GreyWolf?
How you doing, Diego?
Doing just fantastic. How about you?
Yeah, I'm still in Middlegate, and I have just wanted to make sure that I got an update out to everybody to know what's going on. I had two real things that I was working on to be able to come here and take care of. One with the blisters, and I'm happy to report that the blisters are uh, now workable, and I think by the end of today will actually be calloused using the castor oil. The other problem was a water retention issue that I was having. I mean, you can see through areas of my hands and things like that. You couldn't tell where my knuckles were, so I was retaining a lot of water. And it comes out that it um, actually was down to how much electrolytes I was drinking, and so I needed to get rid of that, because I think that what we've between the sports folks that take care of athletes and marathon runners and everything else, what we came up with was that over electrolyting was causing my skin on my feet to swell, because I was having issues even getting my feet into my shoes for 2 days. And when I left Sand Mountain, I could try to make a fist, and I couldn't see the definition of my knuckles. And so all of that water retention that I was having was down to my feet, which actually caused more friction. So that's why within 4 hours I had a whole bunch of blisters popped up. So the goal was to kind of detoxify, get rid of the electrolytes, and bring it down, bring my body, my water retention down, and bring everything down to where I could normalize, heal those blisters, and head back out. So here's the plan. This afternoon, around sundown, we're going to head back to the Centennial Market, where we're going to spend the night, and at 2:15 or about 3:30 in the morning tomorrow, maybe 3:15 to 3:30, I'll start walking again. I'm very impressed with how the blisters all look this morning. I'll show you what I was dealing with, because there's a lot of people say, yeah, you don't have that really, so on and so forth. Naysayers, I guess you could call them. I don't know, trolls, whatever the case might be. But this is what my blisters look like coming into Middlegate. Okay, and I'm trying to get the reflection out here, but you can see this one here in the ball of my foot, one right in the metatarsal area, right in the middle down in there. There's actually one up here. I've got it right up here on my toe. Another one that is all the way over around this side by the pinky toe, and then one that I didn't have in the picture, which was on my heel. That's what I came into Middlegate with, that I was working with when I got here yesterday morning, night before last. Okay, and this is this morning. So you can barely see right here where that one blister was, where that blister's gone, and the one up there on my toe's gone. All the blisters are gone, and I've got a callousing now, and that's using the castor oil. So that's before and after in just about 30 hours. And also the swelling was so bad that in between my toes was like that, and now I've actually got separation with the water retention. So I wanted to give everybody an update. I am not quitting, and as I've said many times, this is a marathon, and I'm just starting out, so I need to get my body conditioned. I'm learning things on a daily basis. Things about electrolytes I didn't know. You get too much electrolytes and you wind up looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy, which is what happened. That's also pretty dangerous because that can cause a pericardium, the sac around your heart to fill with fluid, and you wind up having congestive heart failure. So you don't want any of that for sure, because you got too many liquid, build up in your body. So definitely don't want that. So reduce the amount of fluid on my body, detoxify, and there's nothing wrong with my shoes. We've come to the conclusion that the biggest problem I'm having with this last go was too much bloat in my feet, and as a result creating friction, because it's like walking on a bed of water, basically, like a water bed with all the water that was in my feet. And I was doing that 4-mile climb at the time. So I'm going to build up the endurance. We'll get up to where when I start in the morning, I can run through when it's not running 100 degrees. We'll increase the mileage. And if I take a break, get up, and I'm able to walk in the afternoon as well, then I will do that. That will increase the mileage. Certainly not going to get there at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's sitting at almost 90 degrees, and 85 degrees on average. And by the time the heat of the day's out, you're at 104. That's stupid to try and walk in that kind of heat. And so that means that unless I start walking and walk through the night, there's just no way to do the 20, 25, 28 miles. There's just no way. There's not enough hours to do that. So the two factors, one is my endurance level, my body's ability to walk the miles without the fatigue. And number two, the heat of the day. We get through that. We all knew that this walk started late in the year. But needs to happen nonetheless. So we talked about this. We had meetings about this before I left Reno, that there's going to be issues with the desert and that we need to be prepared for that. So in the preparing phase, it's if I need to take a break, I'm going to take a break. If I need a couple of days, I'll take a couple of days. Which is why all of my stops are marked as tentative stops, tentative dates. We just have to work it as I'm ready to get through it. Nonetheless, the mission is the same. People. I need people. We need people. We need people that are going to be coming to the party. And what the party is taking back our country. We're not going to be able to take our country back and to hold those who have been stifling our constitutional rights accountable without people. People, 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 people. So the goal of this walk is to get as many people, wake them up, and have them do something. That something needs to be coordinated. That something needs to be letting government know that they're awake. Letting them know what the problems are as they see it. People. Nothing else. We get the people. They're awake. They know what it is that we need to do as a nation. And we do it. This is our last chance, people. We resolve this now. And we have a resolution. Or later down the line, you can take that other R word, revolution. We don't want that. So, resolution before revolution. And the only way we're going to be able to resolve this peacefully is to have all the people get together, come to bear against the government and their officials, letting them know who they work for. So that's where we're going with all of this. I'm out here. Come see me. I'm not making any secret as to where I'm at. Come talk to me. Find out what it is that you need to do, what everyone needs to do for this country coming together. So I wanted to give that update, let you all know, not out here trying to take a vacation by any stretch of the imagination. This place is so off the grid. It was actually, Middlegate was one of the west gate, the middle gate, and the eastern gate of the old Overland stage line. It's completely off the grid, to the point to where the power in this place is by a generator in the backyard. Okay. So it's kind of the oasis in the middle of the desert, if you will. And we decided to come here so that I could relax, heal, and make things better. So, to the haters, go on and hate. To the naysayers, go on and naysay. But to those who really have that question mark, what can I do? I'm confused. I don't know what to do. For you, make contact. www.GreyWolfWalk.com. No bones about it. I need help. Donations is much appreciated. I will put all the time necessary into this, but I still have, just like everybody else, I have bills to pay at home, and I will work with anyone that I can possibly work, and I appreciate all the assistance and help that you all give. It's hard to call this a scam like so many are trying to do, that I'm just not wanting to work. Well, if I'm not wanting to work, why am I working? Because walking is working. So you hear that, just sweep it aside, because for those naysayers, come on out and walk a few miles with me. Let's see how far you can get. Walk for a mile or walk for a while. Just come on out. And for those extreme naysayers that say this isn't going to work, you're just wasting your time, you're wasting people's money, you're wasting this, you're wasting that. What the hell are you doing? You got something better in mind? You got something better to talk about? You know, it reminds me of when I was a Silicon Valley executive. I had an open door policy. I had my directors and my managers that could take care of an issue. But with my open door policy, people would come in and say, I want to talk about X, I want to talk about B, Z, whatever, and they would do so. And when they would come in, try to sit down, hey, can I have a few minutes of your time? Yeah, what do you got? And they would say, well, I've got a problem with the way this is being done. Or I got a problem with the way that's being done. I got a problem with the way this is being done, so on. And I reach over, and I had a sheet that I called the T sheet. It was 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It just had a big T in it, across it, like a cross. Okay? And on one side, it said, at the top line, it said problem. And at the other side, it said solution. And I would hand it to him. I said, can you fill out this sheet for me? Well, yeah. I guess I could. And they'd go back to their desk or cubicle and they'd fill out the problem. And they'd come back and set it down, and I'd look at it and say, oh, You have a problem about something, but you don't have a solution. So you want to voice your problem and what you have, your opinion about this, but you don't have a solution. You don't have an idea of what you could do to make the issue better. You know what we call that? We call that a bitch session. All you're doing is bitching. All you're doing is griping. You don't have an idea of how to make anything better, but you can't, you don't like what's in place. Seems to me we have a lot of that in this country. A lot of problem side stuff, minimalized on the solution type stuff. Saying we want our constitutional republic back. Yeah, we know that. Well, let's detail the problem. What is the solution? Well, replace government. Good luck with that. Put forth effort to put together a solution, a strategy, and culminate. And that's exactly why I'm out here on this walk, is to bring that to the people. And the people come and speak to me, talk to me. GreyWolf, what do you think? This is my opinion. I'm not the Messiah, and I don't know that it's all going to work out. But at least I've got what I feel is a solution on that right side of my T-sheet. I have my grievances, my problems, but I'm also saying here's what I believe is a solution. You can agree with that. We can agree to disagree on that. But in my opinion, if you don't come up with something, then this is just a bitch session. Point blank. It reminds me of another story that I'll say, we'll talk about real quick, about opinions. So I'm going to tell a story two ways. Okay? And I'm going to liken the first way that I speak about this to what you're getting in the news. Lack of context, narrative. So I'm going to start my story. Here we go. Yesterday I was in McDonald's and I ordered a Big Mac, large fry, and a strawberry shake. I got my food, and I went and I sat down, and I was eating that food. It was pretty good. And I looked up, and John was coming in the door. And John, what a pig John is. He went up to the counter, and he ordered a Big Mac, a large fry, and a chocolate shake. He sat down and he ate it. And he finished it before I finished mine. And you know what? He's a real pig. Because he got up and he went to that counter and he got another Big Mac, another large fry, and a Diet Coke. He sat down and proceeded to eat that. It's one way of telling it. And what did I do? I informed you. I should have just taken a syringe, open up your forehead, hinge your forehead back, the cat foot back, take a big syringe of mine, John's a pig, and inject it directly into your brain and then close the cap. That's what I just did. And now, the second way. Here we go. Yesterday, I was at McDonald's. I went up and I ordered a Big Mac, large fry, and a strawberry shake. I sat down and ate it. You know, I saw John, an acquaintance of mine. He walked through the door. Man, that guy can eat. He's got an appetite. He went and ordered a Big Mac and a large fry and a chocolate shake and sat down to eat it. And before I could even finish mine, he was getting up and ordering another order, a Big Mac and a large fry and a Diet Coke. Man, that guy's got an appetite. He can eat. I'm telling you. He's really good. End of story. What did I do? Did I open up your forehead and inject that he's a pig? Or did I just simply say, contextually speaking, that John has a large appetite? I didn't give you an opinion. I gave you context. I gave you 3 things that allows you to draw your own opinion. 1, time, yesterday. 2, place, McDonald's. 3, activity, story about John and his appetite. Time, place, and activity. Look at everything with that in mind. Time, place, and activity. Draw your own opinion. Don't take opinion as truth, because that truth is that person's opinion. Take the context. Take the fact as truth. And you'll do much better. Anyway, we've given you the update. What I'm going to do today, I want to also say, here's sporting my GreyWolf Walk shirt. And you know what? Even this QR code works on this thing. But GreyWolfWalk.com, and I want to mention also that the GreyWolf Walk Facebook page is up and running. I am streaming there right now. Like, share, and subscribe. Because we need to get to as many people as we possibly can. And again, the website, GreyWolfWalk.com. I have a team of individuals that are assisting me in many ways. I appreciate all of them. My mods, I love and appreciate every single one. They do wonderful things. And they look out for me, and they believe in this mission. So let's literally turn this into a Forrest Gump kind of thing, and let's get the attention to where that time, that place, and that activity can no longer be manipulated by the mainstream media, ignored by the politicians. Come join me. With that, I'm going to say, love you. God bless America. Peace out. Diego, it's all yours.
All right. So for everybody watching, peace as always, and we shall do this again early in the morning for day 15. Have yourself a wonderful afternoon, morning, wherever you are.